Your oven takes forever to preheat. One burner barely gets hot enough to boil water, and another scorches everything before the pan even settles. Sound familiar? For many home cooks, this is the daily frustration, trying to create great meals with a tired old range that just doesn't deliver. And when the holidays roll around or family comes to visit, the pressure hits even harder. You want to serve that perfectly seared roast, golden casseroles, or even bake a few trays of cookies without juggling timing, temperature inconsistencies, or guesswork. That's where things usually fall apart. But what if you could bring professional-grade cooking power into your kitchen without spending a fortune? Meet the KoolMore, a 30-inch freestanding electric range with 14,900 watts of total power, a precision-controlled oven that reaches up to 550 degrees Fahrenheit, and a 4.8 cubic foot capacity that gives you serious room to create. It's wrapped in sleek stainless steel, CSA certified for safety, and designed to give you the versatility and confidence to cook like a pro, whether you're baking a lasagna for Sunday dinner or searing ribeyes on a weeknight. Now, it's not just about power, it's about performance that actually makes your life easier. With 6 heating elements, you can multitask like never before. Boil pasta, sauté vegetables, and bake dessert at the same time without compromise. The wide temperature range and 6 rack positions in the oven mean you can go from slow roasting to high heat broiling with just a turn of the knob. But here's the twist. While this range promises a lot, there's one important detail you need to know before you hit that Buy Now button. It's something that could be a deal breaker for some kitchens, and it's often overlooked in the specs. I'll cover that in just a bit, so stick around. And hey, if this kind of deep dive review helps you make better kitchen decisions, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe for more honest reviews, and leave a comment below with your biggest cooking challenge at home. I'd love to hear it. The purchase links are in the description and pinned comment. These special deals are for a limited time only and could disappear at any moment. See one that fits what you're looking for? Click it, add it to your cart, and act fast. This might be your last chance to grab it at that price. At first glance, the KoolMore looks like it belongs in a professional kitchen. The stainless steel finish gives it that sleek, modern look that fits right into both high-end and homey spaces. But it's not just about aesthetics. Stainless steel is durable, resistant to rust and heat, and easy to wipe down after a long cooking session. That's the kind of reliability busy home cooks need. Now, the knobs. There's no touchscreen here. You're getting 6 solid analog control knobs that give you full command of the cooktop. Some folks might prefer digital controls or preset cooking functions, but for others, this no-fuss tactile setup is a welcome throwback. You won't have to worry about screens freezing or digital boards failing after a few years. The cooktop layout features 6 radiant heating elements, spaced well enough to accommodate a variety of pot sizes. It's ideal if you often cook multiple dishes at once, boil, sauté, and simmer all at the same time without feeling crowded. And since it's a 30-inch range, it fits into most standard kitchen spaces without requiring a full renovation. However, here's a point of attention you need to seriously consider. This unit doesn't include a convection fan. That's right, no convection baking. For some users, that's a deal breaker, especially if you're used to the even heat distribution and faster bake times that convection provides. If you rely heavily on precise baking or roasting, you'll need to adapt or consider an alternative model. Another thing worth noting, the oven door doesn't feature a soft close mechanism. It's solid and seals well, but you'll need to be mindful when closing it. It's not the kind of door you can just let swing shut. Still, for the price point and the power it brings, this range delivers serious hardware in a professional-looking package. Performance is where the KoolMore starts to show what it's really made of. With a total of 14,900 watts of electric cooking power and 6 radiant burners, this range was clearly built for multitasking. Whether you're simmering a sauce on low heat, boiling a large pot of pasta, or flash searing steaks on high, the range offers responsive heat control across all burners. The 2 front burners are particularly strong, excellent for fast, high-heat cooking, while the rear burners can hold a slow simmer for delicate sauces or keeping food warm without overcooking. This setup is ideal for families or anyone who cooks multiple dishes at once. You no longer have to play musical chairs with your pots and pans. There's room and power to cook like a professional. Inside the oven, you get a spacious 4.8 cubic feet of cooking area and 6 rack positions, giving you flexibility whether you're baking 3 cookie sheets or roasting a 20-pound turkey. The heat range of 175 to 550 degrees Fahrenheit allows for everything from slow roasts to broiling. But here's a real-world catch: the absence of a convection fan. Without convection, the oven relies entirely on standard radiant heat, which can lead to uneven cooking, especially for baked goods. If you bake frequently and depend on precision and consistency across multiple trays, you may need to rotate pans manually or adjust cook time slightly. It is not a deal breaker for everyone, but it is something to plan around. Another detail: there is no built-in temperature probe or smart connectivity. For many home cooks, that's not a big deal. But if you're used to tech-assisted cooking or rely on internal temperature alerts, you'll need to use your own external tools. On the plus side, heat-up times are respectable thanks to the power level, and broiling works surprisingly well, great for crisping the top of casseroles or finishing steaks. When it comes to daily use, the KoolMore strikes a solid balance between simplicity and functionality. The analog knobs are straightforward. There's no learning curve, no complicated touchscreen menus, and no app to download. Just turn the dial and go. For many users, especially those who value control and reliability over digital frills, this is a major advantage. That said, analog does mean you're relying on your own sense of timing. There's no built-in timer or digital clock, which could be frustrating if you're used to more automated features. It's not a deal breaker, but you'll probably end up reaching for your phone or a separate kitchen timer more often than you'd like. Cleaning is another mixed bag. The stainless steel exterior is easy to wipe down and resists fingerprints better than you'd expect, but only if you stay on top of it. Let grease sit too long, and it becomes a chore to polish back to its original shine. The cooktop, featuring radiant elements under a smooth surface, is easier to clean than traditional coil burners, but still needs care. Spills can burn onto the surface quickly, so wiping things up right after cooking is key to keeping it looking new. Inside the oven, you won't find a self-cleaning mode, which is worth mentioning. You'll be relying on manual cleaning, especially if you do a lot of roasting or baking that leaves behind grease splatter. It does include 2 oven racks, but they're not coated for non-stick cleanup, so using foil or liners is a smart move. The storage drawer underneath adds convenience for stashing baking sheets or pans, but it's not soft close, and it can feel a bit lightweight compared to the rest of the range. Still, for a freestanding range in this price range, the day-to-day usability is very solid. Just be prepared for a bit more hands-on maintenance if you want to keep it performing and looking its best. So, is the KoolMore worth it? If you're looking for a solid, powerful, no-nonsense electric range that feels closer to a professional kitchen setup without the price tag of a commercial model, this one checks a lot of boxes. With 14,900 watts of total cooking power, a spacious 4.8 cubic foot oven, and a stainless steel build that holds up to daily use, it brings serious value under $1,100. It's not trying to be the most high-tech range on the market, and that's part of its charm. No digital screens to worry about, no apps to sync, just reliable performance and room to cook big. But it also means you'll need to live without convection baking, smart features, and self-cleaning options. If those are must-haves, this may not be your perfect match. That said, this is the kind of range that lets you take control of your kitchen again. No more waiting forever for water to boil. No more cramming dishes into a tiny oven. No more flimsy construction that rattles under pressure. It's not just an appliance, it's your kitchen assistant, one that's ready to work as hard as you do. So, if performance, space, and simplicity matter more to you than bells and whistles, the KoolMore is hard to beat at this price point. Before you go, do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you want more honest kitchen reviews like this, and drop a comment below telling me, what's the one feature your current oven is missing that drives you crazy? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.